Friday. The weekend is finally here, but the stress of the week, it's not just going to disappear over the weekend. It kind of lingers. And believe it or not, our kids feel the stress. Here to talk about stress awareness is research psychologist Dr. Frieda Birnbaum. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you.
So you spoke with our producer before the show saying that research shows that women and children are twice as likely to feel stressed. Why is that?
You know, we are living in a time where there's so many stressors around us, but women are caretakers. And when there is stress, it's not only about them, it's about the family. It's about how to go ahead and break the news. So it's not only about one situation. So they carry the load. And children are very fearful of the unknown. They are used to structure. They are used to seeing things every day. You get up, you go to school, you come home, whatever it is you do that they're familiar with. Otherwise, they feel very vulnerable. So it's really something that they have to take in, contemplate, and be comfortable. And it's often the women who make their children comfortable with that.
Yeah, and children are really in tune with our emotions. I have two small children, and they're always asking, like, "Are you happy, mommy?" Like they know when our moods change and our personalities
Yes, absolutely.
change.
They do, and it's our, responsibility when we have children to make sure that they are okay. Absolutely.
Yeah. Other than work and school, you say that social settings also cause stress, and you suggest that children under 13 do not have their own social media accounts. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, when children are younger than 16, their frontal cortex is still developing. And because of that, they're more risk takers. So we have to be careful that they shouldn't have their own accounts. We should know their password. We should definitely supervise them. And by all means, keep them in the room where there are other people. Otherwise, they will stay on social media way too long. We're not talking about hours. They should be on there for minutes at a time.
Yeah, I mean, not just kids under 13, I think all ages. It's definitely good to be monitoring that. And mostly as a mom, I want to know what kind of news articles they might be taking in too, because we know, like, even with the Israel-Hamas conflict, there's lots of images out there that we probably don't want our children to see. So when we're talking about news cycles, whether it's crime or war, this actually affects us throughout the day. And we want to make sure that we know how to explain that to our children, right?
Yes, we need accountability. We need to see people who are telling the news consistently so we can know that they are telling the news in a way that is appropriate to what's really going on at the time. And, if you watch too much violence, you're giving really the benefit to the people, to the bad guys. So don't even watch it too long. A couple of minutes of watching. We're under such stress today, not only with the news, with what's going on with the wars today, with our economy. They just said this morning that, again, unemployment is increasing. So that's another stress factor for us. On top of the ordinary relationships, our economy, politics, and whatever is going on. So with the news as well, when we talk about accountability, is there consistency? Are other news people saying the same thing? So you need to know that the news is not fake news. Very important to know that as well.
Yeah, and it's hard for kids to understand that. Like you said, that part of their brain isn't really developed where, we might be able to have more questions about things and be able to decipher fact from fiction. But kids always, they tend to believe more of what they're seeing.
Yeah, so, and we're going into our area today of the fact that there's going to be less sun, so we have less dopamine and serotonin levels, so we're going to have stress levels having to do with that as well. So there are a lot of buildups of where we are going in our lives with the news and with the two wars in Israel and Ukraine, how to handle that. Every day there's something new going on. Palestinians, Israelis, we're all people. We all should band together because we all want the same thing. So the stress levels can decrease when we work together as a country with our families as well, how to go ahead and bond with each other. And the number one thing to do is to listen to each other, discuss what's going on, because when you discuss the small problems, then there's trust developing with the bigger issues, with families, with children, with friends or whoever that is, that you have to feel that there are issues that need to be explored.
Yeah. Limit social media, talk with one another, all really
Yes.
good tips and solutions. Thank you, Dr. Birnbaum. I
And
appreciate
one
you.
more thing, make sure that you bond together, do activities together,
Yep.
camping, hiking, bowling, whatever it is. Make sure that you have fun. That's really the ultimate goal. Thank you.
Yeah. Your kids only get one childhood, so make it memorable.
That's it. One childhood.
Excellent. Dr. Birnbaum, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you.